Okay, so this is a very quick introduction or review on how to handle moles and mass calculations in 2 minutes. So the equation to use is moles equals mass over mR. Or moles equals mass over AR for atoms. So you use it if the question refers to masses. And they can be in grams, kilograms, or in some A2 questions, even tons. But the unit you must use if you're doing this is grams. So depending on the question, you'll sometimes need to make different parts of that equation the subject. And you can use a triangle to help you with this. But don't forget, you've got to make sure you're using the correct units. So mass is always in grams. mR is written in grams per mole to the minus 1. So that gives us mass equals moles times mR, and mR equals mass over moles. So before we do any worked examples, it would be a good idea to get your periodic table and have it handy so we can work through how to work out some mR values together. So before we go any further, I've put the triangle on the right hand side for reference. The first one, we're obviously looking at mass over the atomic mass this time, because it's just an element we're talking about, and it's atoms of that element. So that gives us 8.0. And in chemical shorthand, MOL can mean moles. And putting a small n before the big C basically means moles of carbon. So in the second one, my first job is to work out the MR of NO2. So if you grab your periodic table, you'll see that nitrogen is 14 and oxygen is 16. So it adds up to 46.0, and I write grams per mole to the minus 1 next to it. And I also underline each key stage in my calculation. So the mass of nitrogen dioxide in 0.05 moles is the number of moles, which is 0.050 times 46 equals 2.3. And finally, working out the MR of something, it's mass over moles, which in this case is 2.65 over 0.025, which gives us 106.0 grams per mole. So hopefully this has been a reasonably useful, quick introduction to how to do mole calculations with masses, and also a little bit of advice on how to lay them out. So it's time to now go and do some practice, so maybe some summary questions from your textbook, or maybe try some and take them to your teacher, or go to a subject extension if you're stuck. But the key thing now is to do some practice so you get used to doing this. So thanks for your time, and hopefully see you soon.